We are journeying to the place that the Lord has given to you. These were the words that Moses said to the children of Israel, that they were journeying to the promised land that God had in store for them. We read in this passage of how God was before them. No matter what adversity or trial they were faced, they could know this, that God was there before them, but God was also there with them as well. My dear friends, in life, we are so often on a journey, and so often our journey will take different directions to what we perceive. But the most important part of this journey is, are we going with God before us? Are we going with God with us? Do we know the presence of God, or are we going in our own strength? And then the second chapter, we read about how Israel had complained and they longed to be back in Egypt because at least there were cucumbers, or at least there were fish. Oh, my friends, the old song says, I have decided to follow Jesus. No turning back, no turning back, no turning back to our lusts, no turning back to our immoral desires. But let us go on forward, trusting in God, looking forward unto Jesus, who is there before us every step of the way. And we see then Miriam's failure, her judgment of Moses, hers and Aaron's, that Moses had married an Ethiopian woman, and she suffered with leprosy only for a season. Oh, my friends, let us not judge one another, as I've said, but let us love one another, pray for one another, and be there for one another. But ultimately, in every way, remind people of this journey where not just to the promised land, where there were adversities, there were giants, as we read about in the final chapter of today, but the divine promised land, heaven, Beulah land, a place where there is no mourning or crying or pain, a place where we will be with Jesus forever and ever, through his death and resurrection on the cross. Oh, my friends, it will be worth it all. Amidst all the trial and tribulation and difficulties of this life, look unto Jesus. Look on to the promise of eternal life. Look on to heaven. And be bold, dear friends, in your walk with God.